guys, Nicole in Nesting Haven, back with another haul for you. This is a Goodwill haul. This is actually the other stuff that I picked up from my $5 Goodwill challenge. If you guys just watched that recently, this is all the other things that allowed me to get that 25% off. Most of this will be resold in my antique booth. So I'm going to start down here and show you what I picked up. So I got a couple of dish racks, and I know you're thinking, okay, that's kind of weird, but these actually are great to use in my antique booth to display plates that I'm trying to sell on. You know, it makes sense, you know, you use them to dry your dishes, so you can display them as well on it. So I got this for $2, and then this wooden one here, this kind of comes out like this, and then it has another part that comes down. I think this one, let's see, yeah, that was $3, and yeah, these were 25% off as well. So I've been looking for these for a while, so it was pretty funny that I found both types on the same trip. This one I kept finding, but it was like $12, and I just refused to pay that much for it. So, you know, $3 at plus a 25% off I thought was a great deal. And then I thought these are pretty neat. These are vintage baby bottles, and they're all different. I was particularly interested in this one because I do collect vintage Pyrex, and this is a vintage Pyrex baby bottle, so I thought that was really cool. So I ended up getting these for 75 cents a piece. This one says Grant's milk on it. It's an even flow. I believe, well, I guess this is Pyrex, right? Yeah, no, it says even flow and Pyrex. It's kind of interesting. And then this one I looked, it still has the wrapping on it, but I pulled it out and it just says even flow on it. There's no other, you know, Pyrex or Grants or anything on it, but it's pretty cool. It still has the original wrapper on it. So yeah. And then I picked up this. My doorway has a very small wall, and I've been searching for just a little tiny coat rack, or, you know, something to hang my bag on or something, and this is going to work perfectly there. So pick that up for 75 cents. This I got for my son's. It's pretty cool. He's been actually really into Blue's Clues lately. We were watching it on Amazon, or Amazon account. These are cool. They you can see what it is, and then you pop it down and you can see, oh, it's a book, you know, so that's pretty cool if they can't figure out what it is, and it's good little learning tool for them. So I thought those are really fun. So we got those for 75 cents. This here, I just wanted it for the tin. I love the little cherries on it and all the detailing around the side here. The little bumblebees and cherries. There's actually a candle inside, so I don't know. I might have to figure out how to get that out so I can just use the tin, but this was 75 cents. And then I guess I'll start here. I got this cute little salt box style container here. This was $2 and 25% off. It's in really good condition. I'll be putting that in the antique booth. I'm not sure on what I'll charge for it. Probably around 10, I would say. Super cute. Kind of, the pink and blue kind of screams 80s to me, so I'm assuming that's probably from around the 80s. Then down here, I got a couple pieces of pottery. This one's kind of pretty with a purple in it. I got that for $2. I love these pottery pieces. I think I'm going to put this one in the antique booth, though, because I kind of prefer styles more like this. So I got this one for $2 as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to sell this one or put it in my collection yet, but I might be hanging on to that one. I have sold pottery pieces in my booth before as well, so those always do good. This piece here is a vintage creamer. It's part of a creamer and sugar set. They actually had the sugar, the sugar thing there, but it was chipped on the top, and I couldn't bring myself to pay the $3 for it. But it was only, kind of on the knob, it was like this, and it kind of was like chipped on that. So if it's still there when I go back and, it's even cheaper, I might pick it up if it goes half off or less or something. But I don't know, I just couldn't bring myself to pay $3 for it broken like that. But this is part of the Mikasa Terra Stone in Topaz. It's from Japan from around the 70s, I believe. So I thought that was really pretty anyways, and you can always use this as a little flower vase or something. So I got that. And then this is a cool find here. It's a nice little pink lamp. It's so funny because I've always disliked the color pink, but lately I've been pink obsessed, especially this vintage color pink here. This is actually a Pottery Barn lamp. I got it for $3, but it was half off that day, the green tag, so it was $1.50. You can see on the bottom here is originally $29 at Pottery Barn Kids, so I thought that was a cool find. Then we got these little, this was $1 for the set of 2 little vintage blue containers here. I didn't really look these up too much, so I don't know much about them, but yeah, I got those to resell anyways. And then only 75 cents for the pair, so that's pretty good. And then let's see, we'll talk about this guy here. This is a vintage Japan poodle. You see it stamped down there. I picked him up for $2 there. And yeah, it's kind of cute. I know poodles were really popular back in the day around the 50s or 60s? I can't quite remember. Maybe in the 40s, but pretty cool. And then these, I don't know what I want to do with these. They're actually shower curtain hooks. And I just thought they were really pretty with the butterflies on them. They're kind of like a porcelain type, and there's got to be some way to use these for a craft or something, right? You see like the backings, where the backings are, so I'm not sure what to do with these, but I thought for 75 cents I would figure something out. I thought they were too pretty to pass up. And then I got this Beanie Baby here for $1, 75 cents. And then if you see it's new in package, you can collect 4 of them. They're from, I don't really know how the Beanie Babies work, but it says date introduced 1998, date of birth 1997, and then it was actually from McDonald's in 99, so one of those dates. And then I'm going to show you in a second the comps I found online. It's pretty funny. And then I picked up this little, it's like a dent, you pull dents out of the cars or stuff like that. I wanted to, my husband works on cars, so we got that, for that too, but I wanted to get this and try it. Sometimes when I get tins like this, they'll be dented a little bit, and I was just curious if it would help take some of those out or not, so that's why I got that. That was 75 cents. And this is a really neat tin here. I'm going to put this in my antique booth as part of my 4th of July display. This is Mount Vernon, George Washington's home there. And this is from 1983. Let's see if I can open it. It's really cool. It has the story, kind of tells you about what it is. It is from the brand Currier and Ives. So you can see right there, it's from 1983 from Sunshine Biscuits. And then this has another description, because there's actually an additional picture on the back here. So isn't that cool? They have a few other types of these. I paid, do you guys see that? That's hilarious. I wonder if I paid red tag or green tag for this, because green tag was half off that day, but it says $3 green, but it has a red tag. What the heck? I'm gonna have to check my receipt and see what happened there. That's hilarious. That's too funny. Okay. Anyways, so I'm not sure exactly the price I paid for that, because that is a very odd tag, but these are super pretty, and I think this is gonna look great in my antique booth. For my 4th of July display, I actually have a George Washington bust in my booth, so this is gonna go really cool with the Mount Vernon. Riker, are you okay, buddy? Daddy changing you? Yeah, sorry. You gotta change your diaper, bud. So this is gonna look good with my George Washington bust I have for sale. I'm really excited to put that in the booth, and I think I'm gonna sell it for around $20. And then the last thing that I got on the table, I have another whole group of stuff I'm gonna put up in a second, but in this little, this first part of the haul, I got this Coleman outdoor lamp here. So that was $4, and with additional 25% as well. Okay, so the things I was going to show you was the comps I found online for some of this stuff. Don't mind my broken iPad screen. It's really expensive to fix these, and I've just been dealing with it. But so this right here is this guy, and look at the prices on these. Some of these are so ridiculous. I actually saw some that were like, see, this one here is like $12.88. I think I saw one on here for 88 cents somewhere selling, but look at these, $1,550, $96, $173. At least you get the set of 4. You can see the set of 4 there for $3,500. I don't know. I guess if you're a collector, I can't imagine paying that much for anything I would collect. But I would think this one here is probably a more reasonable price, around $14.50. But yeah, the prices on these Beanie Babies are crazy. Oh, there's the 88-cent one. I don't know. That's hilarious to me, though. But I actually sold some Beanie Babies already in my antique booth. I don't really buy them, like, seek them out. But this one my husband actually found. It was new and packaged, so I was like, yeah, sure. But the other two, actually, a lot of times I'll buy those. They have those big bags of stuffed animals at Goodwill. And I'll pick them up just for dog toys because my dogs destroy, if you buy the dog toys for more money, they just take the stuffing out and destroy them anyway. So usually I'll just go ahead and let them have out the Goodwill toys. And there was a few Beanie Babies in those bags that I bought before, and I just went ahead and threw them in the antique booth because I was curious, because I see, antique booths selling Thai Beanie Babies all the time. And believe it or not, they actually have sold. So I'm going to probably pick more of those up as I see them. But I thought that was hilarious, guys. What do you think? What would you pay for that? Too funny. And then I got a couple more comps. So this is very similar to the poodle I got here. I think my poodle has the tongue like painted, the mouth's a little different, but pretty much, pretty on point with it. And that's selling for around $15, so it's pretty cool. I guess they think it's from the 50s, so that's probably about the right era there. So I'll probably sell it for around the same. What else did I find for comps? The baby bottles. This is the only one I could really find on the Even Flow, but this one is missing the black thing I found, the seal for the top of the bottle. And this one also said it was like a minor chip on it and stuff. So they're asking $11.24 for theirs. I wasn't really sure what I should put on the prices for the bottles. The Pyrex one is exactly like mine with the topper, and they are asking $29.99 for it. I guess, I don't know. I guess it's overseas, but that's, it's up there in price, but I think Pyrex is so popular. It's a pretty cool piece. I might actually hang on to that just because I collect Pyrex, but I'll probably sell the other two in my antique booth. I just got to figure out the price for what I'm going to ask for. The Coleman lamp I got, you can see they're usually around $20. We'll more than likely keep it for our camping and stuff, but I'm just going to show you some comps. And then is this the tin, I think? Yeah, so this is the tin I got here, and they're selling for around $27. I don't know what else I have here. Focus. Oh, I guess it's the same thing. Just open twice or something. But yeah, so there's a few little comps for you guys. Just thought it was kind of interesting to see the prices and stuff. I thought you guys might be interested in that. All right, guys, so here's another table full of stuff I got there. So, I don't know, I guess I'll start down here. This is a new in package item. It says a double bird tulip. The two goldfinches extend good luck and good fortune, while the hearts and flowers ascribe love and happiness to the bearer. So I thought this was really pretty. It was 75 cents. And I believe this is a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. And I think they called these like disc, what do they call them? I just looked up online, I can't remember, but these birds are like looking over their shoulder because that's where luck is found and stuff. It's kind of cool. They have a bunch of different types of these if you're interested in. They're really pretty. I'll probably just keep that in my Pyrex kind of display area for a backdrop because it kind of reminds me of the Friendship Pyrex a little bit with the hearts and the birds there. It just looks a little similar to me, so I like that. And then this was on the table a second ago, but I forgot to haul them. This is a nice little basket. I sell baskets in my antique booth. I really like this one. This one actually was made in Mexico. I love the coloring on this. So yeah, I got that for, how much was that? $3 green tag, so it was $1.50. That one's really pretty. I'll probably sell that for around 12, I believe, somewhere in that range. And I actually opened my antique booth up just after Halloween, like November 1st, I opened it up. So I didn't get to do any Halloween kind of displays or anything. And so I picked this item up. It's my first Halloween item I've gotten for my booth. And I really liked the bats on it. I thought it was a pretty cool piece. You can see the bats there. And I guess this would be like, candle holder. Also pretty neat. It has like these hooks, so you could hang necklaces off it or something to sell. Necklaces is the only thing I can think of right now. If you have any ideas of what I could display on this to sell, let me know for sure. I thought that was a really cool piece, $3 with 25% off. So yeah, thought that was neat. And then, let's see, I did this. This is a Pyrex holder from 1981. I think it's called like the Harvest or Golden Harvest design here. Green tag was half off, so I got it for $2.50. It did come with the Pyrex glass insert in it already. And you can see right there, made in England exclusively for Teleflor in 1981. So I do collect vintage Pyrex, and I was contemplating whether to sell this in my antique booth or not. I showed my husband, he's like, oh, it's a really cool piece, we should keep that. So he doesn't really have to do much to convince me to keep vintage Pyrex stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this, I guess, for $2.50. Is a pretty cool find. It kind of, it's neat and it lifts it up, so I guess it kind of acts as a trivet in a way that, the hot glass doesn't sit right on your table. I was trying to think what I would even make to use this as like a serving dish though. I always considered this kind of more like a loaf bread. Maybe we just eat too much in America. I'm always like thinking of like the larger casserole dishes. I really don't know a side of mashed potatoes or something. I don't really know. What would you guys use this for? Let me know. And this I contemplated whether to get or not, because obviously it doesn't look that vintage. It doesn't really go with too much of my decor personally. I was considering maybe just putting it up on Facebook Marketplace to resell. I got it for $3 plus the 25% off. But you can hang this either this way or it will hang down this way. It's kind of hard to get it all in one shot. But I also was considering using it in my antique booth just to display items to sell. Like I could hang necklaces off of it, or like the shower rings with some scarves or something. So I might do that. I haven't decided what I'm doing with this piece yet, but I thought it was a really interesting piece anyways. And for only $3, I can, either use it for my antique booth to display items on, or I can resell it online on Marketplace for probably around 12 to 15. I bet I would get out of it, maybe even up to 20. So yeah, I got that. I picked up this sign to sell in my antique booth. It is kind of primitive, and I feel like the primitive stuff has really gone out of style now. Not too many people are still doing that kind of style. It was super popular about 5 years ago, but mainly because the saying, my house was clean last week, sorry you missed it. Any kind of like funny sayings like this sells really well in my antique booth. I only paid 75 cents for it, so I figured it was worth a shot. I'll probably sell it for around $8. And I can take this off. It looks like the little, what do they call these? Some type of berry. I know they have a specific name for it, but that would help take it, some of that primitive look off of it, and it wouldn't look too, too primitive. So I think that'll sell fine anyways, just because of the saying. And then I picked this little journal up because it was only $1, I believe. Yeah, so 75 cents, and it wasn't even used, and I like anything to do with traveling, and the globes in it I thought were pretty neat. So yeah, I got that for myself. And this I grabbed for my son because it was 50 cents, and I thought it'd be a cute little coloring station for him. He just turned 3, so I don't like him to have a complete box of crayons or anything, so I figured I'd put like either markers or crayons in here, so he just has the 8, and then maybe go to Dollar Tree and get those little they're kind of like post-it notes, those packets that are kind of stuck together but they aren't sticky, and he can just have like a little coloring station here. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to set it up, but I figured if he colored on the wood, whatever it is, what it is, I won't have to worry about it, and I'm pretty sure he'll love that and he'll have fun with that, so got that for him. Then this is a cool find here. A wine rack originally, I would guess. It was, I think I got it for $2. Yeah, so what's that? $1, not $1.50. What is 25% off? $1.70? No, it's $1.50, right? I don't know. I can't do math right now. But I got this anyways to display in my antique booth. These are great for like if you buy those vintage rolling pins, you can put those in there and sell those in that. My plan is to probably spray paint this a funner color, probably like a teal blue or something, because the brown's really not doing anything for it. But super cool piece and a great price, so I was happy to find that for sure. And you guys, if you watch some of my recent hauls, I just picked up the same exact shelf, and like I said, I'm gonna remove this heart shape here, so it's pretty cool. I have 2 of these now. It is, if you didn't see it, it's a three-tiered stair kind of display with the 2 hooks on it. So I have 2 of these, and that's gonna be pretty cool to display stuff on in my antique booth with, and they'll kind of match. And yeah, I look forward to setting up that display. That'll be really cool. Forgot to show you the price. It was $3 pink tag, so I got it for $3 plus 25% off. I did pick up one more shelving option to use in my antique booth. As I swap things out, seasonally, I like to have different shelving options. And this one was only $3 as well. It just kind of has a little bit of a curve to it. It's kind of nice. And yeah, when I'm done with it, I'll have no problem reselling that either. But for right now, I'm going to use it as a display piece in my booth. So I think this is super cool. I've been trying to pick up stuff like this because I live in Maine, and I feel like in my antique booth, a lot of camping, wilderness kind of stuff is going to sell well. I've sold a couple things like that already, and it kind of just dawned on me recently for some reason. I was, kind of thinking more nautical at first because we do, we have lighthouses and stuff and lobsters and whatnot, but we also equally are known for like moose and, the black bears and camping and stuff. So yeah, hello. Had a little bit of aha moment anyways, and so I've been picking up stuff like this, and I love this picture. It's really cool. It was only $3 and, the 25% off. And I'm not sure why it said as is. I'm assuming because the frame is a little dinged up, but, that's, what do they call that, distressed and whatever. That's kind of in right now. And I kind of like stuff like that. I think it looks too clean. It just doesn't look vintage and old enough. It kind of adds to the character of it. So that's a really cool find. I'll probably sell that around $20. And yeah, I really like that. I look forward to setting up my wilderness kind of camping section in my booth. It's gonna be fun. Now this picture here, I'm tempted to keep myself. It's so cute with all the little cows and the farm scenery. This was only $4, so super cute, great find. I was surprised that it was such a decent price for this. My Goodwill's prices have been going up, and yeah, I thought I actually did pretty good today. And I won't be mad if it doesn't sell because I really do like it, but it's one of those things that I know I don't necessarily have a place for it. I mean, you see I do have some farm decor here. Got the little colorful rooster and, my little stacked farm animals and stuff. I have more of a like gardening theme in my kitchen, I would say. And I mean, I could kind of incorporate it into my stuff This is a hard one for me because I really like it. We'll see what I end up doing with it, but if I do put it in the booth, I'm sure I'm going to put like 25 to 30 on it because it's a really nice piece and I kind of don't want to let it go. So if it sells for good money, I think it'll be worth it, but super fun piece. I love that. All right, guys, so this is the last bit of my haul. I picked up a really pretty folding chair. I love the design to it with all the little kind of circle holes there, and almost looks like a sun and moon sort of, or maybe more a rainbow shape on the top. It was only $4 and I got it for 25% off. Absolutely love the color. I just think it's great to have these on hand when you have extra company, have a party or something, and it's in perfect condition. So I was excited to get that. This I picked up. It was missing the lid. It was half off, so it was $1. I got it because, well, hello, Braxton. I got it because I thought this might be a really cute planter. There's a lot of coffee lovers out there, and I figured I could make some kind of planter or something with it. You could use it as a vase or even use it for utensil holder or something. So I thought that would be cute anyways, and I'm going to resell that in my booth. Oh, you explaining it, bud? Sleepy. Yo, you're sleepy? Okay, we'll take your nap in just a second, honey. And this, I really like this. It's super heavy. I assume it's probably iron. It's like, yeah, it's definitely probably iron. It was only $4 and 25% off. And I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this or not. I bought it originally because I... Are you really explaining it, buddy? You're so funny. So, anyways, I bought this originally to resell, but... I'm kind of considering keeping it by the door to, you know, just throw keys into and things like that. My husband always has like little tools and stuff. He's a mechanic, so he brings home like his little screwdrivers, pocket screwdrivers, Leatherman and stuff. And I think this would be a good way to contain it without it being, you know, looking all junky and stuff. So I might actually hang on to this. It's a really nice piece. And you're doing a good job, bud. So I picked up this piece here. It was only $1 and 75 cents. What, honey? Sleepy. You're sleepy? Just a second. I need like 2 minutes. Can you give me 2 minutes? Please? So yeah, I got this more for a display piece to use in my booth. I have a lot of small items that I want to sell, and it just would be a nice thing to set it on instead of just laying it on a shelf. I'll probably just go ahead and put a price on this as well. If you're interested in what it is. Do you like the song of Sleepy, you guys? Oh, you're too much, buddy. So Shinoga China USA is what this is. I didn't actually look this up yet, so I'm not sure exactly what it's worth, but I'll probably put a price on that too. Probably put it a little higher because I mostly just wanted it for a display piece. I picked up this Corelle platter for $4. Got the 25% off that as well. It's in the, what do they call it, spring blossom. Some people call it crazy daisy, I think, but I'm pretty sure it's spring blossom pattern. I'm on the fence whether I want to keep it or not. I don't actually have a lot of platters, like serving dishes and stuff, so I might end up keeping that. I do like it. I have a Pyrex piece in this same pattern, so yeah, I might end up keeping that. And I picked up these mushroom salt and pepper shakers. They were $2 for the set, so plus the 25% off. They do have the cork bottoms to them, so I would say they're 60s, 70s maybe, but I think 60s. And I think I'll probably sell them as a set for around $12. And then, this is my last thing. Yeah, the last thing I picked up was a bunt pan. It's in a really pretty cherry red color. Actually really like the color of it. A lot of times the ones I find are just, you know, the basic like silver, you know, just, I guess it's silver color, but it's already like painted perfectly for what I have in mind for it. It was only $2, and I actually have a project in mind for this. If you guys ever see these, they're super cheap. You could do so many fun things with these, so definitely pick those up. And if you guys like doing DIYs, these are super fun. I'll be showing you guys in an upcoming video what I'm going to do with this. So if you want to come back and see that DIY, definitely subscribe if you're not already. And that's going to do it for me for this Goodwill haul. Sorry it was a little bit long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know below what you liked. And we'll catch you next time, guys.